As a dentist, I see so many dental caries every single day in my clinic. And almost every case ends the same way, drilling in a filling. But what if I told you, future dentistry might not need fillings at all? In this video, we'll understand how teeth might repair themselves, what stem cells inside your tooth do, the role of the WNT signaling pathway, the drug Tideglusib that surprised researchers, and how regenerative dentistry could change the future of treatment. Let's begin. For more than 100 years, dentistry has followed one rule. When decay destroys a tooth, we remove the damaged part and replace it with a filling. Amalgam, composite, ceramic, gold, materials change, but one thing remains the same. They are not living tissue. They don't regenerate. And they don't heal. That's why fillings eventually fail, leak, or need replacement. So scientists started asking a bold question. Can a tooth repair itself like skin or bone? To answer this, we need to go inside the tooth. Beneath enamel and dentin lies the dental pulp. Most people think it's just a nerve. But actually, it contains blood vessels, immune cells, and something very important: mesenchymal stem cells. These are the body's repair cells. When there is mild injury, they can form a thin protective layer called tertiary dentin. But this natural repair is very limited. It cannot handle large cavities. So nature already has a repair system. But it's too weak for real clinical use. Now comes the key discovery. Researchers identified a major biological control system called the WNT/beta-catenin signaling pathway. This pathway is highly active during tooth development in childhood. It controls how cells grow, divide, and form dentin. But in adults, this system is suppressed. Why? Because of a biological brake enzyme called GSK3. As long as GSK3 is active, regeneration stays switched off. So scientists asked, what if we temporarily remove this brake? This led to an interesting drug, Tideglusib. Originally, it was studied for neurological diseases like Alzheimer's. But later, researchers found something surprising. It inhibits GSK3. And when GSK3 is blocked, WNT signaling becomes active again. That means dental stem cells get regeneration signals. This idea was tested in a landmark study from King's College London. Instead of placing a filling, researchers used a biodegradable collagen sponge. It contained a low dose of GSK3 inhibitor. They placed it inside a tooth cavity. And what happened was remarkable. The stem cells inside the pulp activated. They multiplied. They moved toward the damage. And they started forming new dentin. Over time, the sponge dissolved completely. And in its place, natural tooth structure formed. No artificial filling. Just regenerated dentin. Further studies showed similar results with other GSK3 inhibitors as well. And lab research confirmed that the new dentin had properties similar to natural dentin. A 2024 review also highlighted WNT signaling as one of the most promising targets for future regenerative dentistry. But there is a limitation. This is still not a clinical routine treatment. Most evidence is from lab and animal studies. Human trials, safety, and long-term results are still being studied. But the direction is very clear. Dentistry is slowly shifting from repair and replace to regenerate and restore. Scientists are now exploring stem cell therapy, biomaterials, growth factors, and even full tooth regeneration. Imagine a future where a cavity doesn't need a filling. It simply heals itself. That future may not be science fiction for long. So tell me, if this technology becomes available, would you choose tooth regeneration over a traditional filling?